everybody. This is a repost video, something I made last year, but I want to introduce it here to you again because this is the first time I started to connect typology with MBTI, and I was still looking at things through the lens of MBTI since I've developed my own typing method I call TAEPP, a targeted approach to enhanced personality performance. How I came about my thinking, now no longer called MBTI, simply because MBTI is not based on typology or biblical typology. It's based on psychology. And so I have different views and feelings about psychology. I always did, but that's because psychology did not invent archetypes, and the subject of typology has always been the proper subject of the Bible and study of words and meaning and things like that I've introduced you to as well. So this video is going to go pretty fast. I try to sum it all up. A year ago, I was still trying to learn the vocabulary and the terminology and how to relate it to the biblical typology. But in the Bible, it talks about the inner man, the outer man, and how it's the inner man and the outer man relates to how we are connected inside to our own selves, but also through our personality is also how we're related to the deeper parts of ourselves. The inner man and the outer man are also related. And so it's a little complicated. I think it's fully explained here, but you'd have to understand biblical typology of what is the inner man, the outer man referring to when you're talking about or reading the Bible. So I may elaborate about that more in the future, but I'm also doing videos on YouTube that I will also be sharing with you here, where I'm looking to collaborate with other people, other personality types, so that I can introduce typology to a larger audience. In this video, I'm going to talk about the acronyms for all 16 personality types and how that relates to biblical typology. Starting with the INFJs and the INTJs, they are introverted, indicated by the first letter. To the right, you see the ISFJ and the ISTJs, who are also introverted, but they are sensors. Now, the third letter from the left describes the two kinds of judging functions, feelers and thinkers. So for the INFJs, their judging function is extroverted feeling, while for the INTJs, their judging function is extroverted thinking. This applies to the other types as well. Now, the latter letter indicates are they judgers or perceivers, and where their judging function or perceiving function lies on their function stack. For example, the INFJs, INTJs, ISFJs, ISTJs, judging function is their tool function. ENFPs, their perceiving function is their first function. So what does that mean? There's a verse in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What that means is that you have an inner man and an outer man. For example, for the INFJs, their inner man is their identity function. Your inner man is a part of you that's not apparent to other people, while your outer man is how you seem and appear to others. See that an INFJ, INTJs appear to be extroverted feelers, extroverted thinkers to other people. People see them through their role function on the outside, while on the inside, INFJs, INTJs are intuitive, while ISFJs and ISTJs are sensors. We see this also for the next group, the NFPs, the NTPs, the SFPs, the STPs. Their perceiving function is their identity function, while their tool functions, how they are inside, is not apparent to others, but on the inside, their judging functions is how they perceive themselves. The same could be said about IPs, the INFPs, INTPs, ISFPs, ISTPs. Their feelers and thinking functions are their identity function, but how they seem to other people is expressed through extroverted intuition, extroverted sensing. Finally, for the ENFJs, ENTJs, ESFJs, and ESTJs, extroverted feeling and thinking is their identity function, and that's how they appear to other people. While their inside man, how they perceive themselves, you might say, is expressed through intuition and sensing. This is not apparent to other people. On the outside, they're perceived to be judging I'll go into further detail to explain this in our next video and how our inner man and outward man affects our total personality.